I feel so bad for his family, and I really hope baseball, the Marlins organization, takes care of him because what he did for the 2 years, the 2+ years that he was in the league, they deserve the best. He was one of the up and comers, bringing like baseball back into entertainment, like really entertainment. Baseball has been really fucking boring for the last few years. In the last couple of years, they've really been making it re-energizing it. Just like, fuck yeah. He was one of those guys, one of those top guys, bringing it back into the fold. And just one day, when he decides to get drunk, and the really weird thing, and I feel bad for the coach, I hope he doesn't kick himself. He held him up for a start. And because of that, because he was held up for a start, obviously he had a day off. So he decided to go getting wasted and go out on a boat with some friends. He made a bad decision. And he really did make a bad decision. I feel so awful for his wife and for the unborn child that they had. He was about to be a dad. And now she's going to give birth to a child who won't have a father. And it really is heartbreaking. Which then brings me to the close, to the real one that really kind of hurt me this year, which was Alan Rickman. The great... Most of you know him as Professor Snape, or Hans Gruber from Die Hard. I knew him as Sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which isn't the best movie really, but it's the one movie that's most prominent in my memory recently, or the earliest film memory that I have. I remember when I had to have been like 5 or 6, but my mom was a huge Kevin Costner fan. I am not, unfortunately. Did not love him in Dances with Wolves. I thought he was very monotone, but she loved Kevin Costner, so we watched Prince of Thieves a lot, and she had that on VHS, so we watched that. And I remember seeing Alan Rickman as the Sheriff of Nottingham, and he just seemed so fucking evil. He was so intense in that role, I could not forget it. I still remember to this day him being stabbed by Kevin Costner's Robin Hood, and him dying. Had such a wonderful performance that I remembered him so much. And he did so much more than that. And I said again, I'm sorry. One of my favorite movies, and everyone's favorite movies, cult classic, Galaxy Quest, by Grabthar's Hammer. By the Something of War band, I Shall Avenge You. How wonderful was he in that? I almost cried the day I found out Alan Rickman died. He was... he was the ultimate villain in my mind. I know, that's not a great role to have, but he was so wonderful. And I will never forget him. And I feel like he's going to always be he's always going to be remembered falling off, Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard. That was his first major role, by the way. Fucking Die Hard. First major role. He knocked it out of the park. Alan Rickman. Okay. Well, I wish I had more to say. Like I said, I'm still working out this whole podcast thing, but I'm going to shut it off here. And then I'm going to post this. I hope you enjoy this. Oh, by the way, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Mine was great. I got wonderful gifts. My sister, sorry about the let's go through the gifts. My sister, she got me, and I said no again. My sister Shannon, she got me a portrait or a picture of Max Schreck. That has text from Dracula posted along it, and it is framed, which I now have over my dining room table. So officially, I have Nosferatu Dracula over my dining room table. Who's hungry? My stepbrother and his wife got me a few books. The major one, which is My Friend Dahmer, which is a graphic novel about Jeffrey Dahmer, who I think the most fascinating serial killer in my mind. I always say he's my favorite serial killer, which isn't a great thing to say. Most fascinating. The one thing I love about him, or I find most fascinating about him, he really did not want to kill. You listen to him, his interview with Stone Phillips, this guy did not want to do it. And he's, at least he sounds remorseful. Who knows? He could be a fucking monster, and he probably is, but. So yeah. Got that from him. Got a few Japanese mystery novels from my stepmom and my dad, which I'm going to sink my teeth into, along with the Japanese whiskey that my stepbrother got me. So that'll be awesome. And new sheets for my mom. Thank you very much, Mom. It really was a good Christmas for me. And I hope you all had the same great Christmas as I did. In the meantime, I'm going to sign off. I will talk to you hopefully probably next week about me being off night shift finally. So, nice talking to you. Bye. If I can find the stop button. Oh, shit. I, of course, forgot my brother who got me the wonderful, lovely candle, which may seem effeminate to some people, but guys, anyone who has an apartment, candles are an absolute must, because no one wants to smell BO. It is awful. So much so that I think deodorant should be mandatory in gyms. There are so many people that just refuse to wear deodorant, and I just you shouldn't be allowed to do that. So, anyways, this is Baki signing off. Hopefully I'll be better without the yums next time. I feel like I cut down them a bit this time, so nice talking to you. Thanks for listening.